Hello Virgo, and welcome to your August 2016 reading. This can be used for your rising, for your sun, and also for your moon. I get that question a lot, so I wanted to answer that right off the bat. Thank you so much for those of you that come month to month. I really appreciate the return visits. For those of you that are new, I break this into 3 parts. I begin with channeled information, then we go into your forecast, and then we expand it out to look at health, wealth, love, and destiny. So to begin, as I was meditating over your sign, I was getting a feeling, almost an image of someone having a cloak or sort of like a cover in front of them. And so I wrote down that word, and really what I'm seeing here is sort of like the need to unmask, unveil, reveal, and go beneath the cloak. So there could be, in areas of business and friendship, people in your life that are holding back, are not showing all sides of their story or their personality. So what you want to be is very mindful of what your intuition is telling you, if you can pick up on some of the smaller signs that they may be giving you, but don't take everything at face value, and don't just look at the big lettering. You want to look at all the fine print on contracts, and yeah, make sure that you're aware of as much information as possible before making a decision. So cloak is just saying that you're not going to always have all parts of the information ready that you're going to need to make a decision. So you're going to need to do a little more research, and then sometimes just trust your intuition. But I do see that you want to be careful with new alliances, new friendships, new dates, making sure that nothing is sort of happening without you knowing, something on the side. So just pay attention to your intuition. All right, let's shuffle the cards, and we'll lay them out and look at your catalyst and see what this month has in store for you. Some really powerful cards right off the start here. Specifically with the star and strength. We'll look at all of these in a moment. I love this particular deck because there is sort of like a bonus card in here, and it says the unknown card, and I feel like this goes really nicely with the channeled information, saying that there is sort of something at play this month that could take you by surprise. I want you to be ready for that unexpected thing. We'll look at this a little bit more. I want to pull your catalyst card, and then I'll do an interpretation of everything for you. All right. So your catalyst card, really what's going to be happening this month is an opportunity to clear some karma. Karma from this life, and if you believe like I do in the sort of persistence of the soul, that it comes back again and again, then you may have a tie with somebody else. I mean, the interesting thing, though, is most of us wake up in a sort of amnesia or an amnesiac type state when we come into this life, and we don't understand why we're drawn to situations, people, or events. It is just to teach and to clear. And sometimes people that feel stuck or that have gone through quite a bit in their life feel like, oh my gosh, I have this horrible luck, and why is all this happening? An alternative way to look at it is, you chose a really aggressive and challenging approach to clear as much as possible in one lifetime. And rather than feeling cursed, you should feel blessed, because you are really, basically it's like you're closer to graduation. You're at the end of this life, you will have learned so much. And sometimes a very peaceful existence this life, there's nothing wrong with that, but you're not necessarily growing as much. So this particular month, there could be a very large opportunity for a past life clearing to happen for you. This could be letting go of somebody, and I mention that because we have the 3 of Swords. It could also be a chance for you to reinvent yourself, because we have the star reversed here in the recent past. And it could also be you sort of coming back from an illness, from mental fatigue, because we have the strength card here in the center. So let's look at everything. What I see for you, irrespective of what type of growth you experience, is nonetheless growth. So it's a really good month in that respect. Let's just see if we can figure out how the growth is going to happen for you, what you can do to make the most of it, and how you can feel the best as possible as you sort of go through these transitions. Because let's be honest, a lot of times transitions are tough, particularly when we're letting go of people or when people are letting go of us. So, and I sense a little bit of that coming through for your sign this month. All right, so the center card is the Nine of Swords, and always illustrated with someone who feels trapped or penned in a little bit. A lot of times they're seen blindfolded or just not knowing what to do next. This person seems a little fatigued, and the card was reversed here. So what I see for you is the fatigue ending, this feeling of like you're stuck is going to come to a close. Now, the interesting thing with all the crows are messengers. They're also indicative of signs. I feel like whatever is coming to pass for many of you, this was something you were ready for or felt coming. And so what you're going to basically leave this feeling is much more strong and independent and self-sufficient. And that's a really good thing. This can also indicate a strong Leo that could be in your life, or just a very strong woman, because the Strength card is sort of the quintessential feminist card. And what it shows you is that whether you're a man or a woman, there's a nurturing side to you that is going to be your strength this month, your ability to come back almost like a phoenix from the ashes, and also that ability to nurture recovery and healing in others. This is something you want to leverage this month. It's going to be good for you. So the Four of Cups, a very contemplative card. It's always about thinking and wanting and wishing a little bit more. What I see for you, though, is finally understanding the blessing. Like I was saying, there's a blessing in every situation, finally starting to recognize it. And a very strong moon associated with this card. So I feel that by the next full moon cycle, 1 month in particular, you're going to move past the pain if you have it, or if you're sort of in a euphoric zone, you're going to even out so that you're going to be much more in control of your feelings. So allow yourself to move through the emotions towards the beginning of the month. Towards the middle of the month, you start to feel both emotional strength and physical strength return if they were slightly lessened. And then towards next month, what I see here is you being willing to move on, to take something else, to call something stronger into your life. So it's very positive, actually. With the Star card here in the recent past, it's reversed. The reversal is showing you a need to be a lot truer to yourself and truer to others. It's also a card that appears when somebody may not be showing all parts of themselves. There could be lies, deceit. There could also just be a need for you to be truer and really not sort of like, I mean, this happens sometimes if your family is not very open-minded and you want to do something really different for your career. Maybe you want, you know, they're a family of bankers and doctors and you want to be a dancer, or you're trying to come out and tell people about who you want to be and you're not comfortable with projecting whoever that is or whatever that is. This card says it's your soul's path, it's okay, and in fact you have to find a way to be your true self, okay? So your challenge then will be to find people in your life that can help you sort of chase that dream or catch up to that dream. So if we pull the camera back here, your crowning card is beautiful. It's the Ace of Wands. So in regards to new relationships, this means mutual love, mutual affection, that both sides will be interested. It's a good time to start new relationships. And I mention that because your outcome card, although reversed, is nonetheless very positive. We've got the Four of Wands. So both of these, when paired together, show very strong partnerships. A delay perhaps in how fast you want them to move forward, but just be patient. It looks like whoever is worth waiting for, you need to just wait for them. This is something that timing can't be rushed. Right now, I see that many of you have either let go of a very difficult person in your life, a relationship or a situation, or you need to. I want you to take care of your emotional state this month. And as far as physical health goes, because this can also indicate stress on the cardiovascular system, the heart, blood pressure, issues with your sort of blood chemistry, I want you to make sure that if you're feeling any sort of fatigue, feeling tired, this is a month to not play doctor for yourself. You should go in and get a physical, get a blood test, make sure everything's okay. I really want you to pay attention to the heart and to the blood. So anything in your family where you might have hypertension high blood pressure, blood sugar issues. This is the month to make sure that you're not overdoing anything, and definitely seeking the advice of a doctor if anything's out of sorts, okay? Because when this card comes through, you have an opportunity to avert the pain. It's in the future, it's not in the present. So please do avoid it if you can. Okay, very fun. I think it's the first time I've pulled this card in this deck. I mean, 78 cards, there's not a chance that you're going to see every card all the time. But the unknown card. And again, as I was thinking about your sign, I got this idea of someone being cloaked, almost like, you know, the quintessential picture that we have of the Reaper or something, which is a change symbol in and of itself for me as well. So there's something around you right now where it's not necessarily bad or evil, but there is something being withheld from you. So your job this month is to play detective, and think of it in playful terms like that. Maybe you're Sherlock or something, but you want to sort of just look at different people in your life, look at the situations, and see if someone's been pulling the wool over your eyes, if there's been someone that hasn't been completely honest, or if there's been a hidden opportunity or blessing that you didn't know about. You want to know about that so that you can be grateful, or that you can take advantage of it if it's an opportunity. So in your environment card is Judgment. I really do feel for many of you, again, this is a month when you're going to need to make a major decision about a job, moving, or ending a relationship. Usually Justice or Judgment reversed can show that need to let go. It can also indicate, for those of you that have people of ailing health in your family, it's really important to spend time with them, because the Judgment card is them getting closer to the end of their path. So rather than worrying about this, see this as a blessing and a signal to just spend a little bit more time and say what you need to say. So the card is reversed. It's not happening right this moment, but you want to prep yourself and that person for that journey. When I'm looking here at basically your hopes and fears right now, with the Five of Wands, 5s and 7s are always tricky when it comes to swords and wands, but the 5 of Wands here, it's about trying not to lose sight of the fact that this is a month to just get some work done. A 5 of Wands indicates not always seeing the progress that you want, but it's about persistence. The positive side means you're busy. And so busyness is good because it keeps your mind active. It keeps you from stressing out sometimes. It gives you a purpose for your day-to-day life. Now, what you want to avoid, you see these lions in the front that are fighting. It would be better for you to just keep your eye on the job and not get so focused in, or if this has to do with relationships, try not to pick fights. Just kind of do this. It's all about the status quo this month. Just get through it and move through some of the changes that we saw. Let some people leave if they need to leave. You don't have to have a big sort of argument. Sometimes when people break up, you'll see like throwing water and yelling and all of this. But a lot of times it's just a blessing. The one person was ready to move on and acknowledged it. So if you are on the receiving end, think about the opportunities that are going to await you rather than what's passed you by, because a lot of times it's already played out. And remember, when we looked at this past life card here, that's basically your catalyst, it's showing you that what caused it was not necessarily your fault or the other person's fault. It's more about past lives, things that, or the past, the ancient past. This can go back to childhood. You were releasing a pattern that you had as a kid, and as an adult, you're ready to move on. So let's expand this forecast a bit and see how this is going to apply to you in the area of health, which includes both mental and spiritual, or mental and physical. Success and growth. So this is a great card here for overall health. Whatever you're going to need to move through, I feel like you can successfully move through it. So for those of you that are dealing with anything in your cardiovascular system, whether it's heart disease or issues with your blood chemistry, you're going to be able to move past this. And I feel like if you really work with the doctor and work to improve your health, it's a good thing. For those of you that are really healthy already, I see continued success and growth in your physical health and your sort of goals if you're trying to lose weight or work on strength building, etc. This is a good card. The 8th of the month, the second week of the month, looks really good for you to go after any of those physical goals that you're looking at. Let's take a look at wealth. which includes also opportunities in your life that can yield positive results. And for you this month, it's really about focus. And we have this cool card here with, I think it's pronounced ul, but it's all about really, and you notice the thing with like anyone that's an archer, you only have so many opportunities to make something happen. So with focus, you look at the quivers, there's only so many chances to go after something. So this ties up really nicely to the Five of Wands here. I want you not to waste an opportunity. Instead, use all your time and attention to really go after what you want, and that's going to yield the best results for you. All right, we looked at health and wealth. Now let's take a look at love and relationships. So your love card this month says, and I pulled this for another sign, gifts from God. The cool thing with this is it's basically the universe is on your side and helping you get to a better place. So for some of you, that means letting go of someone. For some of you, that means strengthening yourself so that you can attract a higher and more beneficial partner in the future. And for some, that means a new love. So whatever stage of relationship you're in, know that this is a gift from the universe. It's a cosmic push in the right direction. So now let's take a look at your destiny card, which is showing your trajectory not only for this month but the rest of this year. And I like to mention that destiny is something you can affect. It's malleable. This card is something you can change around if you need to. So this one says right order, and it was reversed, so I'll read it as a reversal. But what you notice with this card is that for the energy this month, for all of your influences, it's pretty like all over the place. There's a lot that you're going to need to deal with. And so prioritization is really what the right order is talking about. And this is also saying that in regards to love, for instance, things are happening at the right time. Your job is just to be present and to stay focused. So try to prioritize this month. Try not to do everything, or else you sort of end up like this, which is really hard to look at, and you don't know where to focus, and that's why that focus card came. It would be better if you start to kind of create some boundaries and you see the center portion, because if you're dealing with just a little bit, it's a lot easier to make sense of it than everything. So prioritization is really, really key for your success this month and the rest of this year. So let's summarize everything and see how it came together for this month. Your channeled information was Cloak, and then we got this really cool card within this deck called the Unknown. And this is showing that there are influences this month that are beyond perception that you need to sort of try to hone in on. For many of you, it's a time where relationships could be ending or beginning. It's pretty big because we have the Judgment card here in your periphery. And we also see that if they are ending, it looks like it's for the best, because it's a period here of wanting, wishing for more, and then finally sort of saying enough and being truer to yourself. For those of you in a successful relationship, what I see here is it's a great time to spend, you want to be close physically to your partner this month if possible. So good time to take a second honeymoon, or a holiday together, or if you're meeting someone new for the first time, to enjoy the physical connection that you have with someone. So allow that to be something that you can take joy in this month. And when we look at the expanded forecast, again, knowing that there are influences either from your childhood, past lives, or the ancient past, if you will, that have a lot to do with what you're going through right now. So rather than ascribing guilt, blame, sadness to whatever situation you are, see it as a teaching opportunity and realize that there's a lot to be grateful for this month. Your health should improve, is really what this says, with success and growth. Your wealth is tied directly to your ability to remain focused, despite all of the distractions that we see here in your destiny card. And finally, with your love, it's all about welcoming in and accepting new things. And when we looked at this, it's a really nice Four of Cups, because it's one of the few that shows the person acknowledging that fourth cup. It's not distant. So see the blessings, welcome the blessings, and accept some of the changes that are happening in your life. Overall, it's good. Again, success and growth in health. Great time for relationships to either begin or to deepen. A really good time to physically connect with your partner. And if you've been experiencing intimacy issues, hopefully this month you'll be able to overcome those. And yeah, just play detective and find out in your life if you can trust everyone around you, if everything feels okay, and if it doesn't, that's where we're all natural intuitives. Just pay attention to it and start to think about what you want to do with the information that you start to gather. Okay? I hope this was helpful for you. I really enjoyed and appreciated the opportunity to read for you. If you'd like to be the first to know when these videos are posted each month, the easiest way is just to subscribe to this video, but I also have a newsletter, and I send that out around the first of each month when I post these videos, so that's also great. It goes right to your inbox. I'm also on all the social media networks, such as Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, so if you feel like connecting with me on there, there are links in this video, and you can definitely join me. Finally, I just want to say thank you, because it's really you that keeps me going month to month, so thank you for all of the likes, the subscribes, and the really positive comments that you guys share with me. It means a lot, and it does keep me inspired as well. And if you feel like this was useful to you, I'll also put a donate button at the end. Feel free to send anything out of gratitude, but that's optional. Thank you so much. Have a great month, and I'll see you again next month. Take care. Sat Nam. Bye-bye.